That's why he's doing this. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 6, It's Like That. And last episode was the conclusion, I guess, of Gojo and Geto's backstory. Geto decided to part ways with the Jujutsu sorcerers. He's now going down the path that we've seen him been on since the beginning of this show. And yeah, so that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini. And I'll start this episode. And here we go. I'm just reading this comment on Crunchyroll. Someone saying, remember this comment in 5 months. The Shibuya arc will be considered better than the Camera Ant arc. I'm like, okay. I guess we'll see. I mean, it was hyped for me, like by Daya. Like she reads the manga, so she knows what's coming and everything, and she hyped it up for me so much. So I'm excited about it. I'm also worried, man, because like I said, that intro, I feel like the previous intros were upbeat sort of, but this one is somber. Like it's letting you know that crap is about to go down, and I'm not gonna like it. That's what it feels like when I saw the intro. So I'm like, I'm super worried. I'm trying to see something over here. Okay, I had to go through the episode again because I was confused about a couple of things. You know, like I was saying, when Mekamaru, they say his real name, but I forgot it right now. When Mekamaru and Mahito started fighting, I'm like, why are y'all fighting right now? It wasn't there a pact, you know, and everything. But Geto said that the pact between them was he was gonna give them information and Mahito was gonna fix him. So the fact that Mahito fixed them, that means he already gave them the information that they needed. So really, there's not really any more pact or anything, any more alliance, I guess, between them. So they could fight, you know. I feel like the reason why Mekamaru wanted to fight them is because of when they attacked the students from the Kyoto schools, because he said that was part of the deal. But then Mahito was like, it was all Hanami, you know. He didn't particularly care about that. And then he also thought about that girl, what was her name again? The one with the blue hair. You know, I'm like, when Utahime was telling the others about the person that they were going to go after, you know, that was feeding information to the curse users and curse spirits and everything. And then they showed her, I don't know, I wrote her name down somewhere. And then they showed her. I'm like, it can't be her, right? Because she's too sweet. I don't see her being that kind of person, you know, me and a spy in the school and everything. And then they showed Mekamaru also there. So I'm like, okay, is it Mekamaru? And then it turns out to be Mekamaru. And you can tell that Mekamaru cares a lot about her. What is her name? Sure. Miwa. I think her name is Miwa. Yeah. Mekamaru cares about Miwa. So he probably was super pissed about them, you know, attacking those students and also Miwa as well. And that's why he wanted to destroy them. And then it seems as well like he's not, whatever the Shibuya arc, whatever they're trying to do. Is that when they said they were gonna trap Gojo in the eternal prison thingy? Nobody better trap Gojo, man, because I won't see that happen. But it seems like that's what this arc is gonna be about. And when they started fighting, and then he's at one point he said, "My victory is Gojo Satoru or something or other like that." So I'm like, huh? And then he said he was gonna, after he was done, he has to give Gojo all the information about what's gonna happen in Shibuya and everything, and then have him protect him and all of that. So at one point when I saw the episode the first time around, I was like, okay, wait, was this like a plan between him and Gojo? Like he was gonna sort of like fake working with the cursed spirits and the cursed users, like Geto and the others, fake working with them so that he can gain information about what they actually want and then pass that information along to Gojo. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that's what it was. I think, he's been stuck in that bathtub, whatever, that he's been stuck in for 17 years, it seems like, and 1 month and something or other like that. He's tired of it. You remember the fight between him and Panda. He hated Panda because of that particular reason, the fact that he was stuck in there. But I thought him and Panda came to some kind of understanding after that fight, But I guess being stuck in there is not something that he's willing to live with. So the fact that he knows that Mahito can basically heal him, give him back his limbs and everything, that trumped everything else. And then he started working with them, giving them information and in exchange for them to fix him. And then once they fixed him, and then he learned about this particular, he probably knew that once they fixed him, they were going to kill him. So he's been preparing this ultimate Mekamaru, like this giant Gundam whatever machine that he created, this puppet that he created. He's been doing that for years. And then, wait, has he been doing that particular one for years? I don't know. Either way, he created that in advance because he knew these people were gonna try to kill him. So I'm guessing after knowing that they are gonna try to kill him, and him having this information about the Shibuya arc, I'm thinking that his thought process was, okay, now that I know this information, I can make sort of like a pact with Gojo, give him the information that they need on this Shibuya arc incident, whatever, and then Gojo will protect me in return. I think that's what his thought process was, but somehow I don't think he's gonna be able to do that. I think he did this, but then he's gonna die. He's not gonna be able to enjoy this new body that he has for himself. What's his name? Mahito is not gonna die, and I seriously doubt that Geto is gonna let him live. Geto is there, but he's super strong as well. Him and Gojo were like the top two students, back in the days when they were together at the school and everything. So it's like Geto is not someone to be messed with. So I really don't think, I highly doubt it that Mekamaru is going to be able to be alive at the end of this battle that's happening. And then Geto has this veil also around it and all that. So he's not coming out of it alive. Unless he can he's not coming out of it alive. He's going to die for sure. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. But is he going to be able to pass on the information that he wants to Gojo? I know he has that Mekamaru there with Miwa. So maybe he can communicate with that. He can communicate through that Mekamaru and then give that information to Miwa, tell her to pass it along to Gojo. Like, I don't know. But himself, I don't think he's living through this. So yeah, that's one part of this episode. When they started the episode, the title is like that, right? And they started this episode, and then you have this old school friend of Itadori that just showed up and basically wants to communicate her feelings to him and all of that. And then you had Nobara excuse me, and Megumi trying to help her and all of that. I thought that's what this episode was gonna be about, and then it's gonna be sort of like the calm before the storm sort of kind of thing. Just this episode to get you guys to enjoy some kind of something that's not really gonna be affecting the whole story that much. That's what I thought this was gonna be, and then the real stuff is gonna start the next episode. But no, this was just like a small part of the episode, and telling us about this girl, how she felt about Yuji, how they were like in school back in the day. At one point when they were remembering, or she probably was the one remembering, when Yuji's friends asked him what girl he likes in the school, and then he said her name, and then he said that the way she eats and the way she writes is like super nice. And her reaction after that, I'm like, did she not hear? In that particular moment, I thought she would be happy with it, but now that I thought about it and I rewatched that scene again, it's like, it's not like he likes her because of her herself. It's just like, I like the way she eats, and then I like the way she writes. That's not really reflecting upon her as a person, like the kind of person she is. It's not reflecting upon that. He's not liking. That's not what he likes. Am I saying this properly? Like he's not saying something like she's kind, she's beautiful, she has a really good heart or whatever like that. It's just this sort of a superficial stuff. Like, I like the way she eats and I like the way she writes. It's not really reflecting upon her, herself. So now I understood why she reacted like that, But now she's grown and lost weight and she's grown tall and all of that. But then it's like, when she was in school and she was fat, she said she hated every boy in school apart from Yuji, right? Probably because they were making fun of her for being fat and all of that. And now she's grown and she's lost the weight, and everything. And then now she feels like she's basically acting like the way those people were. She's placing this importance on her appearance, So it's like, I don't know. Either way, that scene did not really go anywhere. I'm not sure if she's gonna be coming back. I feel like they didn't just show her just for the one episode, right? She has to come back at some point or affect the story some ways. I don't have no clue. At one point, Nobara's heart skipped a beat, and then at the end there, when her and Fushiguro were walking, and then she's like, she realized her feelings that she would hate it if Yuji had a girlfriend before she had a boyfriend or something or other like that. And I'm like, really, is that really the reason, or are you just like masking whatever you're feeling? I don't know. But yeah, so that's it with them. They started this episode also with Todo and May recommending Fushiguro, Yuji, Megumi Fushiguro, Nobara, Panda, Maki, and what's her name? What's his name? Why do I keep forgetting his name all the time, man? The curse speech user, Toge. Yeah, Toge. They're recommending them to become first grade sorcerers. And Todo was so excited about him and Yuji going on missions together, because based on what they said, if I remember correctly, because I didn't go back and listen to that again, if I remember correctly, when you recommend people for becoming first grade users, they're gonna assign those people to work with a first grade user, and then they're gonna be sent on missions to wait. Are they gonna be on the same? I'm trying to see if the first grade user that they're assigned to work with also works with them when dealing with the semi first grade curses that they're supposed to defeat or whatever. And then they said that if they do those missions well, then they can become first grade sorcerers. And Toto was under the impression that he was gonna be able to work with Yuji and everything, but then May had to say, I'm sorry, but the person that recommends you is not gonna be working. He was so disappointed. I'm like, oh. But yeah, so they are recommending them to becoming first grade sorcerers. Now I wonder who they are gonna be assigned to work with. So that's gonna be super cool to see. So yeah, can't wait to see what this Shibuya arc is gonna give us. So thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon, patreon.com/filmy. And you can also see the full line for this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.